If you are there, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes, sir.
All right, all right, all right. Well, it is wonderful, wonderful, it is wonderful to be in the huddle this morning with everyone that is on the line. I certainly appreciate your efforts. I certainly appreciate your stick to itiveness as it pertains to growing your business. And one of the things that I've learned that you're going to need if you're going to succeed is you're going to have to stick to it. And so here's what I would like to discuss today. What I like to discuss today is really something that you've been hearing, but I think it makes sense to always have this discussion on the eve of a conference. You. I think it's so important to have this discussion again on the eve of the conference. Why is this so important to have this discussion again? Because the truth of the matter is the level of momentum that you gain from these conferences and these events that we do, literally, it positions your business to move on a trajectory at 30 to 40% faster than what it would if the event did not exist. And so, as you know, for everybody, this time of the year, for all of our Wakanapreneurs, this time of the year is money time. Matter of fact, if this was a Zoom, I'd tell you to put in the chat money time. If we was in church, I'd tell you to turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, it's money time. But since it's just us and we're on this phone, I want you to look in the mirror and say, mirror, it's money time. Why? Because you got to understand that right now, from now until this weekend, from now when until this weekend, this is the money time for you. This is the time where you position yourself to set up the momentum for you to move to the next level. As you navigate and as you get to, watch this, as you get into 2023 and as you begin to win all of the things that it is that you're seeking to accomplish. For example, some people are going to, right now, some people are going to position themselves to go to Dubai. Some people are going to position themselves to win the trip to Vegas. Some people are going to position themselves to go to 2-star and 3-star diamond. Some people are going to position themselves to do it and do it at a high level. So what does that mean? What that means is if you work it right now, if you, for the next 48 hours, invite, 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 if you tell individuals to get to this conference, I assure you, if you get all of the people that's on your team to get to this conference, I assure you that your business is going to propel exponentially. It's going to. And so that's where the work is. Now, here's the question. Well, coach, I've invited people. I don't know if they're going to come. I've told people about it. They didn't get, I've given tickets away. I've done all those things. How can I get them? How can I get them to come? What's the why in coming to this conference this weekend? Well, this is where all of the other training that we trained you on comes into play. Your position in invitation is not just inviting them. That's not just it. Because the truth of the matter is, how many of you have been invited to an event and you didn't show up for it? How many of you have been invited to go somewhere, but there was no motivation for you to go? because either A, you wasn't interested. If I invite some of you to go to a horror movie, you're going to send Coach Dan to the movie theater by himself. So what we have to do in this process is understand who we're talking to and then appeal to who we're talking to and position it. Watch this, you guys. Position it not as you're going to a conference for multi-level marketing. No, position it to, hey girl, I lost XYZ. And there's a conference that's going to be teaching you how to change your lifestyle in a healthy and fun way where you can lose it too. I want you to be my special guest. Hey, listen, I understand that at this particular conference, there's going to be conversation in how to develop and create wealth that's not necessarily in a multi-level platform. What do you mean? They're going to talk about this. They're going to talk about that. They're going to be talking about that. People that's interested in that, that's who they're going to come. People that want to know how to eat better. It's going to, that's who, so you appeal to them based on where they are. It's almost like Jesus. Jesus met people where they are. Jesus, before Jesus tried to bring, and I'm not preaching, I'm just using this as an example. Before Jesus tried to bring people up to where he was, he had to first meet them where they are. And this is what you have to do, what we have to do. We have to meet people where they are. But we will never know where they are. Watch this, you guys. If at the introduction and at the onset, we're trying to bring them up to where we are. Let me say that again. You'll never know where they are if from the onset you're trying to bring them up to where you are. Phyllis and I had a conversation about building and about recruiting. And one of the things I shared with her was Phyllis, everybody knows Phyllis is all about lifestyle. Everything is about lifestyle, lifestyle, lifestyle. And because what this does is it changes if you do this right, it has the capacity to change your lifestyle for you to live the kind of life that you want to live. So, but however, when Phyllis talks to a Coach Dan about this business, he already has a lifestyle that he's very pleased with. So it's not about, so the conversation with me is not about lifestyle. The motivation for me is not about money. So for me, Phyllis has to identify what is it about Coach Dan that will keep him locked in, because it's not lifestyle and it's not money. So what is it? These are the type of questions that you have to ask. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to right now, I'm going to give you 5 things that you should possibly consider when talking to individuals that have shown you that talking about money is not the motivating factor. Talking about lifestyle is not the motivating factor. Now, this is not to suggest that you stop talking about it, but this is just to help you identify where some people are. Well, what's the one? What should be the number one? We understand that the health and wellness industry is $1 trillion industry. It is trending all over. Different companies got different things going on. And as we come into this season, it's going to increase. People are going to get on all kinds of regimens right after Thanksgiving, right after Christmas. And this is the setup for the regimen. So number one reason we can motivate them is to live a healthier and better life. The second thing is, watch this. So number one, to live a healthy and better life. The second thing is, people connect with you because of culture. They like the culture. They like the community. They like the people. So if you find a person that has a desire to belong to something, belong to a team. There was a point in time with Josiah where he was not the best basketball player on the team. And matter of fact, the team that he's on now, he's been with these coaches for about 4 or 5 years. And the truth of the matter is, when he first tried out for this team, he didn't make it. But that did not discourage him. He wanted to be around the team. He wanted to be around the players so bad that he asked me to ask the coach if he could come to practice anyway, if he could come to the games and sit on the bench anyway, even though he was not an official member of the team. He wanted to be around it because he liked the coaches and he liked the players. He liked the culture of that team. And there were other teams that wanted him where he could have played immediately. But the culture helped him and caused him to stay. Number one, healthy lifestyle. Number two, the culture. Number three is the cause. The cause, the purpose, the mandate that Wakana represents. That alone causes individuals to connect. That's what caused me to connect. I told Phyllis that if it's for us, by us, you got me. But if it's not for us, by us, and I'm not helping build my people, if I'm not helping build something that was created by my people, then I'm not helping to build it. Are you guys understanding? So as you're talking to individuals, you have to understand what really motivates them. The next thing is they want to be a part of the industry and they don't know how. They want to be a part of the industry. They don't know how. There are people that want to operate their own business in this industry because they know it's a booming industry, but they can't make the products on their own. They don't have the infrastructure. They need assistance with that. So that may motivate them. That may motivate them. They're looking to change careers and be their own boss. That may be a motivation. So you got to be able to meet people where they are. And here's the fifth one. The fifth person that will come to this conference or join your team or be a part, and it has nothing to do with money and it has nothing to do with lifestyle, is somebody that says, I want to support you in what you're doing. I want to support you. Now, here's the thing. When you get a person like that, you shouldn't expect much because they just want to support you. So what you would do is not position them to give much. They won't give much of their time. They won't give much of their money. They won't give much of their attention, but they will give you support. So how do you handle this? I got it. What you do is you help them to identify the products that is most suitable for them, and you get them to commit to buying those products on a monthly basis as long as those products are working for them. This is how you do it. You have to be able to meet people where they are first. And when you address what their why is, what their needs are, eventually you can help them to get to where you are. Listen, I trust and I pray that today, this message, this moment that we've had together in the huddle was helpful for you. That it gave you another perspective as you continue to properly position your proposition for those that you encounter to either become a customer or to become a business builder. Meet them where they are, and then take them to where you are. All right, that's all I got for you. Coach Roz, am I bringing it back to you? All right.
You got it, Coach.
All right. Well, y'all have heard all of the announcements and everything. I want y'all to have a supernatural Wakanda kind of day, and we look forward to tomorrow being, this weekend being absolutely epic. It's going to be amazing. Until next time, as always, prosper.